love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around.
Let me know that love is all around.
Oh, let me know that love is all around.
Let me know that love is all around.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love can heal us all.
Let me know that love can heal us all.
Oh, let me know that love can heal us all.
Let me know that love can heal us all.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let my steps reveal a path of peace.
Let my steps reveal a path of peace.
Oh, let my steps reveal a path of peace.
Let my steps reveal a path of peace.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Hello, I'm Edward Fillion. If you love dogs and children, you have probably studied their reactions to those around them and realized how important a little praise can be. Perhaps someone might say, this is certainly true of children. They do love to be praised. They love to feel that they are important in the family life. But dogs also have their language of their own. When you talk to them and tell them how wonderful they are and look deep into their eyes, their tails wag and they smile back at you as they lick your hand. Dogs and children are not so far apart after all. Dogs and children know that if you inwardly disapprove of them, whether or not you say anything, they reach out with a feeling toward you, and if that feeling is rebuffed, they're unhappy. We are all children, just children of a larger growth and a little more experience. Just children wanting to be loved, wanting to sing our song, dance our dance. We all like to strut our stuff and play the game of life with joy. Of course, we also want to be adults. We don't want to be too foolish, but there is such a thing as the game of life, and there must be a way to play it so that when we go to bed at night, we won't carry too much of the hurt of the day into restless sleep, so that when we wake in the morning, We will anticipate something that promises to be wonderful and exhilarating. That is the way we are made, and God never makes mistakes. There is nothing wrong with this thing called life, because whatever seems wrong with it is in the way we are living it and not in life itself. Thanksgiving is more than a day to serve turkey and dressings and eat gravy on mashed potatoes. It really means that we should be grateful for life, that we should praise the giver of all good, that we should gratefully acknowledge the priceless heritage of a free people. But how much time do we spend in affirming the good things of life, in recognizing that which is best in ourselves and in others? In the exaltation of this spirit, the psalmist proclaimed, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless the Lord's holy name." Mrs. Luther Burbank once told me, and now that I've said that, you must be realizing I am reciting to you our founder, Ernest Holmes' Thanksgiving message, and it goes on. Mrs. Luther Burbank once told me that her husband used to talk to his plants and tell them exactly what he planted them to do. A friend of mine talks to animals just as surely as you and I talk with each other, and just so surely do they respond. There is a principle here. If plants and animals and children respond to praise, why wouldn't everything else? We want to find something in people and in situations that will respond to us with joy and vitality. Suppose it were there all the time, and our lack of acknowledgement merely obscures it. We would have to start with the simple proposition that there is something good at the center of everything, that everything would be all right with our world if we could approach it in the right way, if we could meet people and situations in the right way, if we could get rid of all fear and sham and pretense, all of this false front we put up, and discover something real and genuine, something happy and whole at the center of everything. There is a divine presence at the center of things which responds to us, and it ought to be so real that we feel it everywhere, in everyone, and in every situation. Our starting point is to believe this, not as a theory or as an idle dream, but as something to be recognized and entered into here and now. Jesus recognized God as the supreme presence in the universe, not only outside of people, but within them. He approached life and people as though this were true, and because he did, his life became a miracle. Everything he touched sprang into a newness of being. He didn't condemn the few loaves and fishes that the little child brought to him, but looking up to heaven, gave thanks for their presence and their increase. Are you and I giving thanks and praise for the increase? Are we gratefully acknowledging the good we wish to experience, or are we condemning the little things in our lives so that they cannot multiply in our hands? After all, it's really the little things that count, just as minutes run into hours and hours run into days and days into years and years fill up our lives. So it is that the little things that transpire from moment to moment actually decide what our lives are to be and to become. Recently, I read of an experiment two people made with a couple of rose bushes. Each day, they blessed and praised one of the bushes specializing on it alone. And in a few months, the rose bush that was daily blessed, it responded with a lavish blossoming that far exceeded that of the other one. Suppose we apply this principle to everything we are doing, to people, to situations, and to our daily living, taking as our central thought that the divine presence is in everything and responds to us through everything. It is really a wonderful thing to thank God at every mealtime for the blessing of food. It is wonderful to bless each other for friendship. It will perform a miracle in your life if you consciously bless every situation you find yourself in. So take time each day to say, I bless every member of my family. I bless my spouse. I praise my children. I bless everything that they are doing. And bless the gifts you make to people. Bless the friends you have. And above everything else, don't forget to pray the prayer of blessing for great and wonderful countries like the one you live in. Bless your leaders and pray for everyone in places of public responsibility. If you are in business, bless your business. Bless your customers, the ones that come in, and bless the goods that go out. Bless everyone working with you or around you. And don't forget to bless your own effort, that it will prosper and multiply and increase and return to you 100-fold. You are proceeding on the proposition that there is a divine presence in everything and everyone, and a divine law of good running through everything. And your recognition of this law, your acceptance of it, your prayer of affirmation about it causes this presence to respond to you in a new way. It rises to meet your expectation, your faith, your conviction, and your acceptance. In doing this, don't pay too much attention to negative situations. In other words, try to bring a positive affirmation to bear on everything that is negative. You will soon find that the negative things will tend to disappear and the positive will take their place. This will have a very interesting effect on you personally. You will find a new lightness coming into your step, a new sense of joy into your mind, and a growing, deep, and abiding conviction that God really is in God's heaven, and that God's heaven is wherever you happen to be. Here is one more thought. I'd like to add this. Try to give thanks for even those things that you do not see. The Bible says, "Blessed are they who, not having seen, still believe." In other words, when Jesus blessed the loaves and fishes, he was blessing the increase he knew God would provide, and his faith and expectancy reached out to the law of good in such a way that there was an immediate manifestation of more. Jesus hadn't seen all the loaves and fishes that were needed to feed the multitude, but he blessed this invisible substance and he gave thanks for this increase. And you must do this also, because God never lets anyone down. Particularly, try to bless yourself. Bless your hopes, your aims, your aspirations. Bless the faith that is in you, and it will grow. It will bloom like that rose bush. Bless the unused talents that you possess, and new ways of doing things will come into your experience. There is no way that God can work for us other than by working through us. And if we reject the gift of life, if we refuse to accept it, how can we ever hope to hold it in our hands? Now, be sure that you don't make a drudgery of this. Let it be a song of praise a joy in blessing, a gladness in giving, just as spontaneous as was the faith of the little child who brought those few loaves and fishes and placed them in the loving hands of the Master. Isn't it wonderful that out of all that vast throng of people who needed to be fed, and the doctors of the law who stood around, and those who thought they knew all the answers, and even Jesus' immediate disciples, the only person in that great congregation who really entered into the spirit of what Jesus was doing was a little child. Jesus and the little child were the only two people in that gathering who didn't know that it could not be done. And Jesus apparently wanted the cooperation of someone who did know that it could be done, just as he knew. I love to think of that little child, his eyes bright with enthusiasm, his little feet digging their toes into the dirt, and the hand of expectancy outstretched, willing and glad to surrender his morsel, and without the slightest question in his mind about the increase. Let's you and I see if we cannot become as little children. It is natural for us to believe. It is natural for us to dance with joy and enter into the rhythm of life with happiness, and it is natural for us to expect the miracle of love to perform its act of kindness. We are either talking about the greatest thing in life, or else we are following a forlorn hope that could lead only to despair. We may be certain that we are talking about the greatest thing in life. There is an inner presence that responds to us. There is a law of good that works for us. There is a power of right that can rearrange all of our circumstances if we believe it can. Suppose we try this week to discard our negative approaches to people and circumstances, and for every condemnation, let's find something to praise. For every doubt, let's find a faith. For every fear, let's have a new hope. Let's see if we can't sing our song of praise and thanksgiving. I know that if we practice this for the next few days, a new flavor will come into our living. And when we gather around that festive board, we will be able to say with the psalmist, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless the Lord's holy name." There is a key to right living, a golden key to happiness and success. This key is prayer, affirmative prayer. Prayer is our direct line of communion with God. It is through knowing this communion that we clear the mind of negative thoughts, of doubts and fears. This we must do if we are to become aware of the presence of God within and around us. Let us then take this thought as our prayer for today. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless the Lord's holy name. So let us now join in affirming God's bounty. Let us shut every other thought out of our minds, that there be nothing to disturb us in this moment of our acceptance as we enter into meditation confidently, joyfully, and quietly. I now acknowledge God, the Divine Spirit, as a living presence in everything and in everyone. I bless everyone I meet. I praise everything I do. I acknowledge God's abundance, the outpouring of the Spirit, the manifestation of life everywhere. I bless my family, I praise my friends, I rejoice in the activities of my life. I know that love does not condemn, and life does not destroy. I sincerely desire that every thought of my mind and every impulse of my whole being will be constructive and life-giving and will radiate that which I now believe and accept to be at the center of my being. The light that lights every individual's pathway. I bless the small things in my life, that they may multiply and become great. I bless everything that seems little, that it will increase. I bless that which is good, and I desire that good alone will reach out from me to meet the need in everyone in love, in joy, and with thanksgiving. And so it is. These were the words of our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, for Thanksgiving, and I'm so pleased to be able to share them with you during this most unusual Thanksgiving. And here now are some messages from our community.
A while back, Reverend Edward gave a talk, and he spoke about how life is always for our good. And he described how at times there are circumstances that leave him asking, even this? Even this? The last months and months and months have offered so many opportunities to get to practice this. I think, even this? Even this? Even this? Even this? Even this? Even this? And the blessing unexpected of these times is a deepening trust in life. Even this? Even this? I'm Kate Luna. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hello, I'm Alan Yeager, and I'm thankful for the simple comfort of my home. At the same time, I'm grateful for the volunteers from our center who cook food each week for those who don't yet have a home, and for our nonprofit program which supports agencies that help people with their short and long-term housing needs, their health care, and their employment goals. I see a world that works for everyone, and I'm grateful to be part of a center that encouraged me to do that.
Good morning, Edward. My name is David Colombo, and I've been a member of the CSL spiritual community for over 10 years. As a member of the One Heart Choir, we tend to learn how to sit in stillness, how to listen and observe. But sometimes what I find is that the craziness of life, looking through viewports like this, makes me feel like we're all in little yellow submarines and only seeing what we see through a straw. So what I find for me, the practice of stillness can happen right here. And how is that possible? Well, we close the hatch. We find a way to sit in the stillness, to become part of the one. And in that, I'm able to practice my spirituality. And through the teachings of the center, I'm able to choose what I will look at, not what others choose to show me through a viewport, but what I want to look at. And so for me, that's my choice. Now, the acoustics in here are awesome, so it allows me also to practice by singing with the Spiritual Living Community Center One Heart Choir. Namaste.
I'm grateful for the finches.
Finches. And what are the finches doing?
Eating their food.
And what color are they?
Yellowish.
Yeah. Are there lots of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
And, oh, there are 2 right now. Okay. So I'm grateful that I have all this wonderful time during COVID to hang out with my granddaughter informally. She just shows up every now and then. And that's a gift of this sheltering in place.
60 seconds to describe all the things that have gone on this year. Well, with all the stuff that was unexpected, the number one obviously was the pandemic, and there was so much suffering going on from that, the economic turmoil. Then we had the fires in this political environment and ongoing climate change things that are just creating so much stress for so many people. For me, this year I was able to create this meditation studio for myself. I needed a sanctuary to go to in order to deepen my spiritual development, which is something that I've really done. That is the unexpected joy that I'm finding. I feel very blessed that I'm not homeless, and my grandson and my daughter had to move in with us because of economic conditions, so I'm capable of helping them. I'm able to up my contributions to the center this year. I know that with all that's going on, that's going to help. So I just would like to wish everybody a happy holiday season. Know that there's good in the world. Practice love and loving kindness, and be grateful and thankful. And so I just want to say, may all beings be at ease, and may all beings be happy, and may all beings be free from suffering. I miss all of you, and I love you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Kearney, and I am so grateful to be able to say how grateful I am. I am grateful for Dr. Edward and the wonderful colleagues that I have at the center, and I am grateful for the center itself and the students, all these people who have been in my life in such important ways. And I must say that I am very grateful for Ferris, this guy right here, because I got him from the prayer box at the Center for Spiritual Living. He was looking for a new family, and I was looking for a dog. And we found each other, and we've been together for 10 happy years. So I'm also grateful for my family, my dear, precious, darling, adorable family, Tracy, Robert, and Ethan, Tommy, Mara, and Mason, and for my family across the country, so many wonderful people, so much good connection and love. Thank you so much.
The unexpected gifts that 2020 has given me are infinite. Here's to name but a few for you. I've been given the opportunity to practice concepts I truly value. One is that when I have more than one way to do something, I get my way more often. Another is when there's a conflict, there's a need for a bigger idea. Another is that I see God in everyone more than ever before. I've actually made a huge new best friend for life that I always will cherish. And I've made me a better best friend for me than before 2020. I've gotten huge glimpses into humanity's spiritual magnificence. They've only been glimpses because it's so vast. I've found a healthy, new, vibrant, welcoming spiritual community in Santa Rosa to grow and flourish spiritually with. And last but not least, if not the greatest, I've had the opportunity to practice generating love with others daily. Thanks to you all and Reverend Joe.
Hi, I'm Robin Zolotoff.
And I am Dan Perun.
And one of the things I'm very grateful for in this year 2020 is that I have 2 new granddaughters and am able to work from home. And so I get to spend as much time as I want. Here's one of them. This is Olivia. Say hi, Olivia.
And it's pretty obvious what I am grateful for sitting next to me. I wake up every morning feeling the love. God is good all the time, and there isn't anything in my life that I would ever change.
Hi, I'm Marianne Granary. One of the big blessings this year has been transforming the way I do my work. I was a hands-on therapist working with little children, and now I've become a coach over Zoom, and I'm coaching the parents to do and feel what I used to do and feel. And it has just transformed it into a beautiful experience for all of us. I'm never going back to the old way. Another wonderful blessing has been getting together with people I've known a very long time that I used to see once a year. And now we started seeing each other once or twice a month on Zoom and are so much more involved in each other's ongoing lives. And a big, big blessing has been being a part of a team here at this center. This team has been a lifeline for me during this shelter in place time. And it's been a place I can cry, I can laugh, I can create with others. And they have become my dear friends. So I'm so, so grateful for that opportunity.
Hello, everyone. This is Alex and my daughter, Becky. And one of the things that we're very grateful for during this lockdown is I'm grateful that Becky was able to move back in and be with me through the spring, summer, and now we're into the fall. And because she moved in, I've also had to take up a hobby of cooking most of the meals in, going through recipe books, trying to find the things that we all like. And Becky, could you tell me how I'm doing?
It's good.
Okay, she says it's good, so I've still got a job cooking. And Becky would like to tell us what she's grateful for.
Food, family, and eating together.
Food, family, and eating together. Okay, that is a great mix. And so on this Thanksgiving, everyone is gathering to eat food and be together. So happy Thanksgiving, and maybe I'll see you in person next year.
My biggest blessing of 2020 has been the extra time to go within and to realize that I was rushing around a lot before the pandemic hit. And this rushing was really not serving my highest good. And I've so enjoyed the time just of quietude. I've loved getting out for 5-mile walks every day instead of being inside the gym. I've loved returning to cooking, knitting, quality time with my children, quality time with a very few select people who have really brought me so much joy. I have not laughed so much since high school as I have during this pandemic, and that has been my biggest blessing of 2020.
Sometime during the first month or so of sheltering in place, for the first time since living in this house, actually for the first time in my life, I heard an owl calling in the middle of the night. And I just lie there in bed listening to it. It was magical.
Hi, I'm Linda O'Rear, and this is my dog Kukla. And one of the things I'm really surprisingly grateful for is how our neighborhood has gotten closer during this time. We have little girls that live next door that knock on our door and ask if Kukla can come for a walk. And I'm just getting to know our neighbors more in a socially distant way, of course. But it's really nice to be out there and see people and talk to them. So that's my Thanksgiving story.
Hi, I'm Marjorie Favuzzi. I'm a member of CSLSR, and I've experienced some unexpected gifts of COVID. When it all first started, I felt pretty isolated and anxious, and Spirit inspired me to start a free group online for people to raise their vibrations and come into the moment, focus, and work with that stress and anxiety. To remember that actually, as we feel life breathe through us, we are relatively safe and well in this very moment. One of our other members at the center saw my group, came to it, and then asked me to work with some foster parents, teaching them how to help kids succeed in school while learning from home. And all of that came from Seva, nothing that I could have arranged, and from what we thought was a very limiting and scary situation, these conditions, and they are cause for concern, but there's also silver linings. And so when I can come back to that place and help others focus and realize that in this moment, we are relatively safe and well, that's really a gift.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Mann, prayer practitioner emeritus. And I'm working on counting blessings every day during this pandemic. Fortunately, I live with musicians, so I have creativity and music all around me, which is so uplifting. Secondly, I have a mantra that I use. It's this: stay in the day I'm on, do what is in front of me, and know that it all turns out perfectly. So that third one's a little hard, but when I freaked, I remind myself, and I'm continuing to move closer to believing that. Blessed be.
Hey, buddy. What are you grateful for? Oh, your new bed? Yes, and that's such a cozy bed, isn't it? Is there anything else you're grateful for, Bodhi? Oh, the world waking up to inclusivity and social justice for all people? Me too. Anything else, Bodhi? Oh, the heart connection you feel when you see people's eyes on Zoom? Yes, me too. Anything else? Oh, napping during the center meditations? You know, that's one thing you're really good at. Thanks for letting me interview you, Bodhi. And by the way, I'm grateful for you too.
Dennis O'Rear. I've been a member of the center for about 10 years, and I have a Thanksgiving story to tell you. When I was a boy, 60 years ago, I liked weekly reader books, and one that was really special to me was David and the Phoenix. It was a story about a boy who found the phoenix, and they traveled around the world meeting magical creatures. And that meant a lot to me and influenced my life as an inventor and a scientist. I was stunned to find out that the author of that book was still alive. I wrote him a thank you note recently, and he corresponded back, and it's been very rewarding. So no matter how late it's been, it's never too late to say thank you. So happy Thanksgiving.
Hi there, everybody. I'm Joyce Kinsel. I'm one of the ministers here at the center. And you know, I'm just thrilled to be able to share with you in all the stuff that's happened during the pandemic. One of the wonderful things for me that has come out is that I've been able to be in touch with more people at the center than I would have ever had the opportunity would be in place, and had many deep and wonderful conversations in all the classes that I've attended, and the services and all the other meetings and things. So this time has been amazing for me in the connections that I've built up because of the pandemic. So I wish you all well, and I hope to see you around in a class or a service or wherever it is. And stay safe and be gentle with yourselves.
Hi, I'm Linda Weber, and I sing with the One Heart Choir. And one of the unexpected delights during this pandemic is the fact that the One Heart Choir still exists, thanks to Claire and Chris Fritchie and technology. I'm so grateful for that. And the fact that the center is still available to me and that I can attend services online, probably more often than I'd be able to do in person. But in addition to all of that, I'm so appreciative of where I live here in Sonoma County, that I can go and visit the redwoods or the ocean. And then maybe most importantly, the realization that I've had is that my friendships have deepened during this time, and that I have new friendships, and I'm so grateful that I can reach out and visit with my family overseas via the computer, via Zoom. There have been a lot of blessings, and I'm so happy about that.
Hi, my name is Linda Almeida, and I'm your Education Ministry Coordinator at the Center. For me, the unexpected gift of shelter in place has been a whole new, much deeper appreciation for so many things I've had to give up these past 8 months. Things like hugs, and just being with people face to face, going to the movies, eating inside a restaurant, coming together on Sunday mornings for service at our precious center and taking classes in person, traveling, exercising at the gym, getting together with friends, and so many other things that I never dreamed I wouldn't be able to do. And I'm missing so much right now. When I can do these things again, I know I will see them with fresh eyes and have a new, deep feeling of gratitude. I will never take them for granted again.
Hello, I'm Stephen Han, and for me, a benefit of 2020 has been it's allowed me to gain a deeper and richer and greater appreciation for all those mundane things of daily life that I took for granted pre-pandemic. Once this is over and the pandemic is behind us, I will never take those things for granted again.
And I'm Linda Han. This is our dog, Bo. And for me, there's been so many gifts since March. I've had friendships deepen. As a community, we discovered that we could stay connected on Zoom. And most importantly, I think it gave me the opportunity to slow down, to pause, and really to be reminded of what's important to me. And that's these two. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Hi, my name is Laura, and I'm grateful for life. Just the way that it is, and just the way that it is not. I'm also grateful for all the love that I have received and that I'm able to give to you, to my spiritual community, my family, my friends, my health. Thank you, God.
I'm grateful this year for the center because through all the changes that we've been through, I'm still loving and I'm still lovable. I'm grateful for the fact that Science of Mind has taught me that we are all one, that I have a unique expression of me every day as I show up. And it has proven to be a wonderful expression of God, a wonderful expression of spirit. The other day, I received my card that I had written last Thanksgiving Eve, which expressed the gratefulness I had for the 2019 year. All of those were opportunities that I was looking forward to this year. And in fact, they have all come to fruition. They have now turned from opportunities to the manifestations of life as I'm living it with spirit through me. So happy Thanksgiving. And
hi, I'm Barbara Jo Aloyas, a practitioner here at the center. Before I discovered the center in 1998, my life was good, very good. What I didn't know is that my life could be more. And I learned that at the Center for Spiritual Living. My life is deeper, broader, wider. I hear more, I see more, I feel more. And it's all because of the philosophy of the Science of Mind. And during this pandemic, I don't know what I would do without the center and without our philosophy. I invite you to explore the Center for Spiritual Living. Have fun. Bye-bye.
Claire Victor, your choir director, and there have been many blessings during this time, including learning a lot of new technical skills, which is, good for the brain. I never thought I would learn how to do music online, but I've been doing that, and I've developed a class online and working with my sound bowls. So that's all been really rewarding, but my spiritual practice has been one of the big boons because I've gotten deeper into being alone and spending more time inside. So that's been great. But the biggest surprise is that my daughter's been here. So she's been living here for 9 months, and she has her film studio in one room, and I have my music studio in another room. And so it's been really wonderful living and sharing and getting to know her world. So happy Thanksgiving. We love you.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth. And who you are and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth. And who we are and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth. And who I am and all I do is a blessing to the world. You're a blessing to the world. You're a blessing to the world.
This year, due to shelter in place, we are not able to hold an in-person candle lighting service. However, we invite you to participate in a beautiful, online experience on Thursday, December 24th, at 7 p.m. Here is how. We invite you to make a 60-second selfie video of yourself or your family, in which you light a candle, and share what you are lighting the candle for.